The new year is here, and AI generators are everywhere right now, but here's the thing. Most of them are overhyped. That's why I've spent the last few weeks testing every major AI video generator that's dropped recently, and I've seen exactly where they shine and where they completely fail. So in this video, I'm going to show you the AI video tools that actually deliver quality you'd want to publish, the best way to use them without wasting hours, and the one platform that brings everything together so you're not paying for 5 different subscriptions at the same time. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, I want to mention that I'm using OpenArt to access all of these models. The reason I love OpenArt is simple. It gives you access to every major AI video generator in one place, so you're not constantly switching between platforms or managing a dozen different logins. If you want to follow along, I've left a link for OpenArt in the description below. Trust me, it makes this whole process so much easier. Alright, let's get into the models. Let's start with Seedance 1.5 Pro. Seedance is made by ByteDance, the same company behind TikTok, and it's currently ranked #1 on the leading video AI benchmark. What makes Seedance different is that it actually follows complex prompts. Most tools glitch out when you get specific, but Seedance was built for precision. If you've tried other video generators and felt limited, this one changes the game. To use it, head into OpenArt and click on the video tab on the left side with the camera icon. This opens up the video workflow where you'll see options for text to video, image to video, and more. Click on text to video, then click the model selector at the top right, and choose Seedance 1.5 Pro from the dropdown. Seedance supports both text and image generation, but the real power comes from how detailed you can get with your prompts. The more specific you are, the better your results will be. For example, instead of just saying a woman walking through a city, you'd write something like, a confident woman in a flowing red dress walks through a neon-lit city at night, rain falling in slow motion, reflections on wet pavement, cinematic lighting, 24 FPS motion blur. I know that sounds like a lot, but trust me, it makes all the difference. And if you're not great at writing detailed prompts, I've got a trick for you. Head to ChatGPT and ask it to create a super in-depth prompt for Seedance or whichever model you are using, based on your idea. It'll give you something way more detailed that covers all the important elements. Once you've got your prompt, paste it into OpenArt and hit the Auto Enhance button. This feature refines your prompt even further to make sure you get the absolute best result possible. This seems like a small step, but trust me, it makes a huge difference, so don't forget it. For the duration, I usually go with 5 seconds. It's a nice balance between giving the video enough time to breathe without dragging out the generation time. Set the resolution to 720p for the best quality, and choose Cinema for the aspect ratio, which is 16:9. Then just click Create. In about 60 to 90 seconds, your video will be ready. Now let's talk about what Seedance does well and where it struggles. The quality here is actually really good. Characters follow prompts closely, and the motion is smooth and natural. The main issue I've noticed is with environments. Sometimes you'll ask for a high-tech city with flying cars and holograms, but what you get looks more like a regular street. That said, visual elements like explosions, lighting effects, and character details usually come out great. So if you're looking for an AI video generator that can give you high-quality clips quickly, Seedance definitely holds up. Now let's test image to video. Switch to the image to video tab at the top left and select Seedance 1.5 Pro again. For this, I'm uploading an image of Wonder Woman. Then in the description, I'll type something like, Wonder Woman moves forward slowly as her hair ripples in the wind. Lights flicker around her. Smoke rolls in from both sides, dramatic camera push in while embers float through the air. You can't use Auto Enhance here, so make sure your prompt is as specific as possible. I'll select 5 seconds for duration and choose the maximum resolution. Then I'll click Create. The result usually turns out really well. It follows the prompt closely and the environment feels alive with background movement and atmospheric effects. This is the kind of result you could actually use in a project or post on social media. What I really appreciate about Seedance is how it handles multi-shot sequences. You can prompt for different camera angles and cuts within the same generation, and it maintains consistency throughout. This makes it perfect for creating more complex storytelling content without having to stitch together multiple clips manually. Seedance 1.5 Pro is perfect if you're looking for quick, realistic style clips that follow your prompt closely. It's great for social posts, mood boards, content previews, or generating assets for larger video projects. But if you're aiming for ultra-realistic visuals or film-grade output, this probably won't cut it. Still, for fast iteration and creative testing, it's one of the best in its tier. Now let's move on to Kling 2.0. 2.6. Kling has been a favorite for a while now, and the 2.6 update takes things even further. What makes Kling stand out is its ability to handle realistic human movement and character dialogue. It's built for creating content where characters need to feel alive, whether that's talking, moving naturally, or expressing emotion. To access it, select Kling 2.6 from the model dropdown. You'll notice Kling has some unique settings. First, there's audio. You can toggle it on or off. Kling 2.6 has native sound and dialogue, which means you can actually get characters to speak in your videos. This is huge if you're creating product showcases, lifestyle vlogs, or any content where dialogue matters. For duration, you can choose between 5 or 10 seconds, and you've got a range of aspect ratios to pick from. What I really like about Kling is that the outputs are in 1080p, so you get that clean, detailed image quality. Let's talk about character dialogue. If you want to create a video where a character speaks, you need to structure your prompt carefully. For example, a confident woman in a cozy sweater sits by a window, looks directly at the camera with a warm smile, and says, "Hi there, welcome to my channel." Soft, natural lighting, cinematic quality. The key is being specific about emotions and expressions, because Kling excels at those subtle facial movements that make characters feel real.
Hi there, welcome to my channel.
I've tested this with product showcases, and the results are incredible. You can have a character hold a product, talk about its features, and the whole thing feels natural and engaging. It even works great for lifestyle vlogs, comedy skits, and public speaking videos. Now let me show you image to video with Kling. I'm going to upload a photo of myself and have it animate me speaking. For the prompt, I'll write something like, "Isa looks directly at the camera with a warm, confident expression and says, 'Kling 2.6 makes creating talking head videos so easy. Natural facial movements, soft lighting, genuine smile.' Select 5 seconds for duration and 1080p resolution. Then click Create.
Kling 2.6 makes creating talking head videos so easy.
The result is honestly impressive. My facial expressions look natural, the lip sync matches the dialogue, and the subtle movements like blinking and slight head tilts make it feel authentic. One thing I've noticed is that Kling handles action scenes really well too. Whether it's a character running, jumping, or even fighting, the motion feels dynamic and believable. That said, Kling isn't perfect. Sometimes with longer durations, especially past the 8-second mark, things can get a little weird. You might see characters shift positions awkwardly or movements that don't quite flow naturally. But for most use cases, especially short-form content, Kling 2.6 is absolutely fantastic. It's perfect for TikTok content, YouTube channels with a consistent digital character, or any content where believable human emotion and dialogue are crucial. Next up is Sora 2. You've probably heard of it already, but Sora 2 is OpenAI's latest video generation model, and it's designed for action and dynamics. If you want fast-paced scenes, intense movement, or anything with a lot of energy, Sora 2 is built for that. So if you switch to Sora 2, you'll see options for both fast and pro modes in 4, 8, and 12-second durations. If you select Pro, you can choose between 720p and 1080p resolution. Something important to know about Sora 2 is that it's a multimodal model, which means it generates video, sound effects, music, and even dialogue all at the same time. This is incredibly powerful because you're not just getting a video, you're getting a complete audiovisual experience. But there are some restrictions you need to be aware of. Sora 2 only allows content suitable for audiences under 18, so no mature themes. Copyrighted characters and music will be rejected. Real people, including public figures, cannot be generated. And for image to video, input images with human faces are currently rejected. Yes, that's right. If you generate an image of a person, even your own likeness or a character you created that looks human, it's going to be blocked. This is pretty strict, so things don't get out of control. That's how powerful it really is. Let's talk about prompting for Sora 2. Shorter prompts give the model more creative freedom, so you'll get surprising results. It's surprisingly creative for a model, so if you give it freedom, it will most likely make something funny. Longer, more detailed prompts restrict the model's creativity, but it will try to follow your guidance. For example, a short prompt like "a gorilla weightlifting in the Olympics, broadcast TV footage, crowd cheers and roars" will give you a dynamic, energetic result. The model picks up on the style, the action, and even the environmental sounds. I've tested Sora 2 with action scenes like parkour, fight sequences, and even breakdancing, and the results are impressive. The motion is fast, the camera work is dynamic, and the energy is there. For image to video, Sora 2 works great with non-human characters. You can upload an image of an animal, a robot, or an anthropomorphic character, and it will animate it beautifully. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to upload an image of a cute robot character holding a product. For the prompt, I'll write, "Introducing the new SmartBot 3000, your perfect home assistant." The robot waves friendly at the camera, LED eyes blinking with excitement, smooth metallic surfaces reflecting studio lights, upbeat background music. Select Pro mode, set it to 8 seconds since we want a bit more time for the commercial feel. Choose 1080p resolution and make sure audio is turned on. Then click Create.
Meet the new SmartBot 3000, your perfect home assistant. Always cheerful, always helpful, and ready to make life a little easier.
The result is fantastic. The robot moves naturally, the dialogue sounds clear and professional, and the background music adds that commercial vibe. You even get sound effects like the robot's mechanical movements, all generated automatically. Sora 2 is one of the best generators right now when it comes to realism and intense movements, but its biggest drawback is how restricted it really is. Finally, Veo 3.1 is Google's latest video generation model, and it's all about cinematic realism. If you want videos that look like they were shot by a professional film crew, Veo 3.1 is the tool for you. The first thing you'll notice is the audio quality. It's much richer and more detailed than previous versions. The prompt adherence has also improved significantly, which means Veo 3.1 follows what you write a lot more accurately. The video quality itself is stunning. Textures, lighting, and motion all look incredibly lifelike. One of the biggest upgrades is the image to video feature. It works a lot better now and supports start and end frame control, which is huge. This means you can decide exactly how your video begins and ends, no matter how long it is. You get full control over the final result instead of just letting the AI decide for you. Let me test Veo 3.1 with a text-to-video prompt. I'll use something like a weathered sea captain with a thick gray beard and blue knitted hat, standing at a ship's railing, gesturing towards stormy ocean waves, cinematic close-up with slow dolly in on his weathered face, golden hour lighting with dramatic shadows. For the settings, I'll turn on Auto Enhance and Audio, set the resolution to 1080p, and click Create. The result is absolutely stunning. The atmospheric detail is what really stands out. This is exactly what Veo does best. Environmental realism, dynamic light behavior, and smooth cinematic camera motion that feels like it was shot by a real crew. You'll even notice how the background naturally blurs when focusing on a subject, just like a real camera with a wide aperture lens would behave. Like I said, for image to video, Veo 3.1 is even more impressive. You can upload an image, write a detailed animation prompt, and watch it come to life with incredible depth and motion. Let me demonstrate this with the start and end frame feature. I'm going to upload a starting image of a futuristic city at sunset. Then for my end frame, I'll upload an image of the same city but now at night with all the lights glowing. For the animation prompt, I'll write, "Slow cinematic fly through over futuristic city as day transitions to night. Camera glides past illuminated towers with reflective glass facades. Flying cars weave between skyscrapers, leaving soft light trails. Atmospheric haze adds depth. Smooth 24 frames per second motion." I'll turn on Auto Enhance and Audio, set the resolution to 1080p, choose the cinema aspect ratio, and click Create. The result is absolutely breathtaking. The transition from sunset to night happens so smoothly. The reflections on the glass buildings shift naturally as the lighting changes, and you can see the city lights gradually turning on. I've used the start and end frame feature to create seamless transitions between scenes, and the results are professional enough to use in actual client work. You can essentially chain multiple generations together by using the end frame of one video as the start frame of the next, creating longer sequences while maintaining perfect visual continuity. Veo 3.1 is built for cinematic level visuals. It's the kind of tool you reach for when you're working on high-end projects like short films, trailers, concept ads, or anything where visual quality actually matters. However, it has a few drawbacks. First, it's not fast. Renders take longer than most AI video generators. It's also more expensive than the other models we've covered today, so you're paying a premium for that cinematic quality. So if your goal is high-quality cinematic results and you're okay with a bit more wait time and higher costs, Veo is absolutely worth it. But if you're a fast-moving content creator posting daily or working on a tight budget, there are better tools for your workflow. So now you know the best AI video generators in 2026. Seedance 1.5 Pro for quick, polished clips that follow complex prompts. Kling 2.6 for realistic character movement and dialogue. Sora 2 for action-packed, dynamic scenes with audio. And Veo 3.1 for cinematic film-grade visuals. But one thing should be clear. There isn't a single AI video tool that outshines the others. They're all great at what they do, but the biggest problem is the sheer number of AI video generators that exist. You sign up for one because it's the best today. Then a week later, another one releases a massive update that blows everything else out of the water. Now what? You're stuck with a subscription you already paid for while the new best option is sitting behind another paywall. That's the constant challenge with AI models right now. The tools evolve so fast that you're always feeling behind. Either you're switching platforms every week or you're burning cash trying to stay subscribed to all of them, but it doesn't need to stay this way. The solution is OpenArt. OpenArt brings all the best AI video models under one roof. You don't need to switch sites, learn different systems, or pay hundreds of dollars to have access to every AI video generator. You have them all in one dashboard, and the only thing you need to do is pick the tool you want to use. And when a new AI model drops, OpenArt adds it immediately. You don't need to request access, spend hours searching for links, or wait on a beta invite. It's already there, ready to use. What makes this even better is that OpenArt includes guides and tutorials for each model right in the platform, so you're never left guessing how to get the best results. You can switch between models mid-project, compare outputs side by side, and find the perfect tool for each specific shot you need. It's the kind of flexibility that actually saves you time and money in the long run. So if you're serious about using the top AI video tech without losing time or money, OpenArt is what you want to be using. There's a link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.